Oh, go.
Oh, every day we give water, clean water to our cows, and so they don't die.
Yeah, so they don't die. You're right. They like clean water, huh?
Yep.
Do you like clean water?
Yes. I'm Mela, by the way. That's my dad. His name is Benjamin.
Thanks. The sheep like clean water too, especially on these hot days.
Hey, Debbie.
Mela, have we gotten a lot of rain lately?
Only
Like no rain.
3 rains this year, maybe 5.
And each of them was like 1/10 of an inch. So, we are managing for drought.
Debbie.
We've come back around to where we were. Well, since the grass stopped growing, basically. It's been about 35 days since we've been here in this paddock, and there has been no regrowth. None, huh, Dubs? None.
Who's a good boy?
So that becomes a problem when there's nothing for them to eat. However, we really have stretched out what we do have. We would have run out of grass a lot sooner, but I mean we haven't had a significant rain in months, and where I just put them into today, it's still got some really great forage in it, just because we've been managing them in a rotational way and allowing things to regrow as much as possible, even with 1/10 of an inch of rain. Given a 30+ day rest cycle, you can still end up with stuff like this. Big swords of lush green clover and fescue mix that's still probably 16, 18 inches tall. He's all right. And so we've really stretched it out. We've downsized. Thanks, thumbs up, Mela. We've downsized the herd. We're about to downsize again. I guess there's 2 ways. There's really only 2 ways. Clover. To get through a drought. One is you feed the animals with supplemental feed. What do we feed them, Mela, when we don't have grass?
Minerals and hay.
Minerals and hay, right? They always get minerals, but hay. Do you know how much hay costs, Mela?
Nope.
Well, it just depends, but it's costly. It's more costly than grass that's grown for free from
Debbie, no boy.
rain and sunshine. So one train of thought is just feed them hay until you get the rain. Well, the problem with that is you don't know when the rain's coming. A lot of people have been feeding hay for a while now, and you just don't know when the rain's coming. And if it doesn't come, and then you run out of hay, I mean, I guess you could always buy more. It seems to me that's a good way to go into debt. Oh, I'm still zoomed out, huh? The sky looks better that way. Let's do a video like that. More sky. So, if you feed them hay through a drought, and the drought lasts a long time, you feed a lot of hay. And so you pay a lot of money to keep this operation going. And I guess it just depends on what kind of operation you have. If it's just cow-calf operation, and you're just selling calves once they wean, then feeding hay doesn't make really a lot of sense at all. Just sell the animals early, and destock a little bit, lower the nutritional requirement from your herd, and the grass will last longer. It's a way to extend the life of the grass that you do have. It's just destock, get rid of animals. Not just get rid of them, you sell them. So instead of buying hay and spending money to keep your herd the same size as it is, as like a pride thing, or for whatever reason, because you've grown attached to them, well, you could just sell them and make money instead of spending money. And when it starts to rain again, the grass starts to grow again, buy the animals back. The one time where we would need to feed hay is if you're finishing animals on grass, and the value in your animals is them making it to the end of their growing life. For our animals that usually around 2 to 2.5 years of age, while putting on weight the whole time. So we're basically selling off all of our animals that we're not planning on eating, and our main breeding stock. Anything extra that's not one of our best breeders or that we're planning on eating this year is getting either sold or just ground up for hamburger or whatever. What is she doing? Yeah, it is hot out here. I appreciate her help. So, this fella here, big old fat steer, and that steer up there, and the other black and white steer, those three have dates scheduled with the butcher already in about 5 months. And so we got to feed them because we're going to eat them. We can't sell them. We've already got a lot tied up in raising them to this point of their life, and we're not going to get rid of them because that's our food. So for those animals, you do have to feed hay, or our thought process is we get rid of all the other animals that we're not going to eat or are not going to birth us our best breeding stock, that are going to give us our best animals that we're eventually going to eat. Get rid of all of them and make more grass for the ones that matter. And then in times where the rains are good and we're getting a lot of grass growth, then we can stock up. What? Sometimes having children help you makes things go a lot slower. But it's not about speed. It's about quality of life. And it'll never get old watching your children have fun and teaching them lessons of work out here on the farm. So anyway, that's it. If you're in drought, you can't just keep doing what you're doing. And I mean, you can, and then you either go into debt or your animals die. So this is where the management aspect of livestock ownership and management comes in, where you got to do something. You got to react to what we're given, and that's what we're doing. So say goodbye to some of these guys. You over there, you're gone. She's been one of our lower performing cow mamas. She's just always been a little skinny, scrawny. She's got long hooves, which is not a good genetic trait. She takes on parasites easy. She's the only one of our cows that really ever gets worms. So she's gone. Where's the other one? She's gone. She just hasn't done as well as some of the other moms, so she's gone. Just gotta make these tough decisions. We would love to keep them all and be able to have more animals to do things with, to use to work our land for us, to be able to eat, to sell as extra, to fund future farm endeavors, but you can't fight nature. So gotta make the tough decisions and play the card you're dealt.